Alright, hello and welcome to the Kickstart League. We have matches ready to start, and I'm just going to let them know. Alright, this is the Airdashers versus Team for SemiFinals. And yeah, they're just in hand warmers right now, and we'll be starting as soon as they're ready. Oh. Alright, so there's a bit of anyway, like one of the people on Airdashers, they had their controller malfunction, so they're not going to be playing today, but we're going to be trying to get the rest of the matches to you soon. Alright, here we go. Alright, first match is going to be Jaxus versus MBMD. Alright, MB up to a good start. And wow, 30-second stock there, that's so, always good to make a statement when starting a match, and that's, definitely a statement. And Jack's trying to, getting some good hits in. This managed to get back, not losing too much life in that stock, despite the, first stock going too early. Oh. Maybe some interesting pressure, and this good combo, not quite in position to edge guard, but managed to get a little bit off that and get back to neutral. One thing Jackson really focusing on with the Marth play is just like getting good versions of it. And interesting angle for that side step smash to kill. And I don't know. Alright, and Jackson's starting to get a high percent on the second stock, but it's a good position. It's slow in the forward smash, didn't catch anything with it. And managed to clear the stock with an up B. Has a lot of work to do in order to get the stock back, get back to even. And sort of a weird follow-up there for MB that allowed Jackson to get down from that juggle. This is probably, Jackson on last stock of this match. Very good, weight, just sort of hovering around the top platform, waiting for MB to input something to punish, and not going for immediate, not committing immediately. There's only so many ways to get up, but they haven't been stability at the start. And Jax pull a little head in the percent range. Oh, which puts Falco at it's a good shorten to avoid the F smash. Good. Marked off stage, going back to it. Oh. And isn't quite in position to catch that and hit the tiny slope on battlefield to get sent below instead of latching on like you would in most stages. Now, so MB did look to have that game fairly early, but Jax man managed to pull back, like get back in it, and sorry, s- FD or not FD. I think someone hit a wrong button. Alright. Oh, Yoshi's. This makes more sense to not be banned. I guess it's Jax's pick. No, it's be Imby's pick, right. Makes sense for a Falco. Sort of tight corners kind of neutralize Mark's range advantage. Especially if you think you're good at that close serve boxing scramble phase, then this is a very good pick. And like catching Jax trying to just jump back with that F smash, and a couple of aggressive attempts to get back that didn't quite pay out for MB. But you know, getting a lot of this, getting some good damage out of these combos, and I'm not sure. Oh, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what that interaction was, but I can get a strike on my and Jax up. You know, I don't see Jax's use up B very often like that in this game. A little bit of lag. I think there's probably just on my end. Anyway. Good. Yes, trying to throw up Mario's. Shy Guys just being Shy Guys. There. And Jax underestimating the spacing there, getting flipped by the edge of the F smash. And, you know, but managed to return the favor with their own F smash. But that's is hello. Anyway, MB ties it up 1-1. And alright, so going to FD, not a surprising counter pick from Marth player. Especially since Jax is, you know, has put a lot of time into getting his grab game up. And MB trying to get back. Accidents is one thing, like, they weren't able to sweet spot, which, you know, Marth has a lot of ways to punish an up B if you don't sweet spot it. Which, losing an early stock can be bad, but you know, we've already seen one game swing or past an early stock loss already. Jax just gets back that hung on too long, and NB just sees Jax just wasn't willing to push button and gets killed. Anyway, the reason we're not playing out is because Ultimate does not have real net play. Anyway, Jax is go. Alright. Alright, that's really fast as I'm having a hard time commentating. But anyway. Anyway, MB is, you know, getting Jax is getting a throw started, but not managing to get the chain throw out. Out is the real big thing. Yeah. MB with a nice string there to get it almost even. And let's see, Jax is fishing for the throw again. MB not quite getting a follow up there. They're starting to go to lasers, try to zone. Yeah. Anyway. And put in a MB's in a bad position, but you know, it's a game where stocks you can come back from a position like this fairly quickly. Anyway, Jax is doing some dash dancing, just not going for anything big, just going for his big small hits. Envy getting a good sequence. Miss faces the with a good tick, almost saved it, but he got hit back out. Alright, so looks like we're going to... Looks like MB has decided to go to Pokemon Stadium for the next match. Yeah, they've been, you know, they've been very good, you know, good at getting, you know, converting whenever they go get a hit, you know, to get a good How I feel about Pokemon Stadium? I'm not sure. In a lot of matchups, I think it's good for like using the space and lace out, but I'm not sure about it versus Marth because you do get a big, you know, a lot of range for Marth to do dash dancing, which can sometimes be hard to deal with. You know. So, MB did really well on Yoshi's story, so I would assume that they'd probably want to go to this place like Dreamland to, not Dreamland, Fountain of Dreams to, you know, force more up-close encounters. But, you know. Good patience on that edge guard. Just wait until you need to roll. And so this is a new. It's flat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Martial Sword reaches platforms on this stage. It may not be able to cover the full platform with an up tilt, like it might on some other stages. Anyway, MB managed to get that stock, but not having having taken a lot of percent on this. But there's the thing. You know, once you get past a certain percent with Marth, it's hard for them to get a kill without, you know, get a kill out just a raw kill confirm. Even stocks, but Jax is at very close. So yeah, this is best. Each of these matches is first to 3, best of 5. So yeah. So if Jax wins this game, he'll take this set. And well, I'll explain how the bracket works between matches. Alright. Right, MB is potentially on last stock of this set, but they're even now getting caught in the middle, which gives a little mini chain grab from Arth. And Jack's trying to go for the quick kill. MB's not dead, not quite dead, but has a lot of work to make up. Anyway. Alright, so this in case anyone didn't know, this was our next. I have to figure out what the next match is going to be. I can't do it.
Boy, okay.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out what the next match is.
It's going to be Kyrogen versus Envy. Also, it sounds like Miss might actually be available. Do you want her to hop on comms?
Yeah, they can get on. Yeah, she can get on comms if she likes. Alright, so I just need to. Alright. Alright, so I'm getting next match. Yeah, so this sort of crew battle round robin sort of set where it's not the set wins necessarily, but the amount of games you take. Whichever team takes more games will win the match.
Yo, okay. Now that you have someone else, I'll be hopping out. Thanks, Miss. Thanks, Jerry. Later.
Okay. So we just saw Jaxus take game 1 versus MBMD. Next up is Kyrogen's turn.
Yep.
What stage are we looking at? Oh, they say, okay, going on Yoshi's first game. Falco Fox. I think this is pretty heavily favored towards MBMD from what we've seen so far, but I think Yoshi's is a stage where you can kind of get like a couple of cheap stocks if you want. Or maybe not cheap, maybe cheesy. I don't know what the word
quick
is for it.
stocks.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think could favor just like a raw Kyrogen F smash, which like happens a lot.
Alright, so I'm just waiting for the match to get started. Just have to refresh, make sure I'm getting the match. Alright. Yeah, this is hand warmers.
Ooh. Last time I saw Kyrogen, they didn't know how to wave dash, and now they kind of can. Ooh, okay. That might have been a quick hand warmer or something.
Yeah, it's probably just hand warmer to make sure that they're connected.
Okay. So on Yoshi's, the one thing that's a little bit, probably might be a little bit difficult for, to kind of navigate is there's not a lot of room for you to run away and do lasers, and although Envy doesn't like run away at all, they play a little bit more orthodox and try to keep distance a little bit more and then go for the combo, which is a little bit harder to do on Yoshi, but again, like those combos are just gonna be so violent and kill so early. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Quick percent from both of them.
It's
Just trading strays.
Yeah, getting a little. Yeah, it's being a real big scramble rather than big combos.
Yeah, I think that just tends to happen when neither one is like holding down, all those hits just send so far away sometimes. Especially when you're not going for like down airs or drills.
Yeah.
Some high recoveries from the both of them. Oh my god, that get up attack setting so far. A crazy reverse F smash kills off the top. Oh my goodness. Yeah, holding down is for nerds. I don't think if you hold down, you're like it's coward behavior. Pretty close start,
never
but
hit
this is
down as a spacey.
Yeah. It's like it was a pretty close start, but this is like just the start of the Falco pillar, and when you're in it, how do you get out of it, especially if you don't know like Smash DI, and it's just gonna kill off the side with a nair. You really have to just like, oh my god.
Just up smash. That's what you have to do.
Jab 3 times on shield into up smash is a new one, and any spaces out there, put that into your arsenal. That's insane. But the pillar combo is really like a tricky thing because it feels like a pseudo infinite when you kind of are in it, but once you learn like the basic kind of key tenets of not getting pillared, it can kind of be a disadvantage for Falco because a lot of those moves are act outable where you can just like jump, do a nair or a shine or something.
I'm not sure how that Firefox hit.
This whole stock has been like this whole game has been janky as heck.
Just a second hit up air.
Yeah. Staying super close for, I think, the matchup that was looking like the most one-sided going into today.
Yeah.
And with best of 5s, I think the difference between a best of 5 and a best of 3 is that the better player usually is able to like have more time to be the better player, and there's less like chance for a fluke to take a game that counts. So we're really gonna have to see Hirojin pull like an even bigger upset than what we saw in the best of 3s that we're doing for seeding.
Yeah, it is. But the other side is, in this setup, best of 3 does mean you get more opportunities to take a game.
Yeah.
And Hirojin, it's one thing, like, with all the players, especially like the people who are really new, like, Hirojin was like really new at the start of this, right?
Yeah, I think they hadn't touched even any Smash Bros game or like platform fighter before they started.
Yeah, definitely, big thing to see that, these, no one here looks like a new player anymore.
Yeah, seeing people level up has been like maybe my the most enjoyable part of this format to me is like, I don't know, playing our first set just like casually, like, me versus Hirojin, and like now seeing them actually wave dash and like dash out a shield and do like these weird shine or like using shine more, and like these mechanics that are hard to grasp when you're newer is really like a cool thing to watch in real time.
Yeah. Pokemon. Hirojin fixed, so I guess looking for more space.
Yeah. I'm just gonna assume that FD was banned because I think that's like where Hirojin would have taken them.
It's best of 5. So
oh yeah, there is no ban.
Yeah. There's no bans, but you can't go back to the stage once you
maybe trying to get Pokemon not out of the way sooner, but like save Final Destination for a more critical like point, or maybe wanting to use those platforms to maybe dodge laser camps. I'm not really sure exactly why Pokemon instead of like FOD or something though. Yeah, I guess like Virgin Analysis versus Chad just liking the stage will happen. I don't know, I still go FOD every single match even though I kind of lose on it all the time.
Yeah, I do think that's one thing people who can't really, in the league, they've not, advantage of stuff is you don't have to think about the weird forms of it. It's just like this layout, you just have this layout.
Yeah, Frozen Stadium has been nice because now like there's 6, viable, not janky stages instead of just like 5 plus stadium. And not having people like forced to start out on FD is pretty good for like a lot of characters that struggle on that stage. How do you feel stage affects beginner level melee? I think at the beginner level, it's really important to find comfort, especially since in melee it's really critical that you don't play a lot of characters. Like, just playing one character until you get character knowledge is like super good as a strategy to learn. I think stage pick is like a really important way that people can like gain a sense of like agency and control over like games that are getting away from them. So I think like psychologically it's pretty good, even if it's hard to like leverage the advantages a stage would have as a newer player.
A big thing for like newer players is not necessarily getting an advantage, but not getting, you know, trying to limit how much disadvantage. Like if you can't deal, you know, if you have harder times killing, then you know can at least avoid Dreamlands.
Yeah. But getting back on the game though, I think as we've talked, 2 whole stocks have disappeared from Kyurjin. Oh, never mind, evens it up. A little bit more doable. The dirty D word that always ends up with a loss. Whenever I'm on commentary. I think Envy has been able to use this stage a little bit better with not like pillar pressure, but just like using fast moves, hitting with strong smashes to kill, playing like pretty basic cookie cutter but effective melee. And it can be hard as a Fox here that isn't able to like use wave shines or kind of the fancier movement to get around that kind of stuff.
Oh, I forgot to hit. Oh yeah, blast zones matter, particularly when
Oh
you have,
yeah.
especially Stadium, which has like short upper blast zones, but kind of wide long. Does it have wide side blast zones?
Yeah, pretty long.
Well, from
some
center,
of it is just like
from center,
yeah,
it's pretty long.
yeah. It's like definitely a good pick if you are somebody that wants to kill off the top and doesn't want to die off the side. Which like it is good, especially if like your main kill options are something like F smash or up smash. If you're more of an up smash fan, I think Stadium is the way to go.
Yeah, and like you know, getting started here. Trojan going to Battlefield. I'm maybe not wanting to deal with Falco lasers on FD.
Yeah, I get that. Honestly, oh my god, that was a brutal F smash. I think Battlefield is probably like on paper a good stage for Kyurjin to like potentially rack up some points here. Because Kyurjin's F smashes are usually the most lethal move that he has, besides like a couple of shine edge guards that I've seen from him recently.
Yeah.
Or like just a back air or nair at high percent.
Trojan trying to wait for the get up option, but wasn't quite fast enough in response.
Yeah, I think wasn't quite fast enough is like a good kind of not maybe slogan for this matchup right now. Is you have to really utilize like Fox's really fast short hops or jump squat and like being able to kind of run around and wave dash a little bit faster than most characters. And having fast moves like shine and nair. Oh my god, that up smash killed. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard because when you're controlling a newer as a newer character, it's like kind of easier to start out with a character like Ganondorf or someone that isn't just like Fox or Falcon, because it's a lot easier to kind of like use their moves that are a little bit slower, so you have more time to kind of like flowchart out what you're gonna do. Fox is a character that's like whole advantage is being fast, so until you get that speed, sometimes it can feel like just a worse character than other characters.
Yeah, definitely. Thing. Part of, you know, I'm also, you know, newer player and probably worse than most people in this league by now. Since I've just been doing commentary instead of actually getting better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a close first game that led into 2 a little bit more one-sided games. I think as Envy ended up being more comfortable in like being disrespectful and not giving Fox so much space, we saw more and more kind of one-sided trades. But honestly, a really close first game and really promising first game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like it's gonna be Jaxus versus Rosbrock next.
Max in the chest is probably why Fox wasn't a top tier back in the day. Is like actually kind of true. A lot of people for a while thought Falco was like a better character to win tournaments with than Fox because, you know, there's kind of that reputation that like Taz Fox, you have to be like at like the free hands on the controller, just like at like the best player of all time to make Fox look even close to their full potential. But I think now as we're getting into like the Slippy era where people can just like play all the time and practice with stuff like Uncle Punch, it's easier for like a dedicated mid-level player to be a good Fox than it was like back in, you know, earlier decades of Melee, which is why I think we see more Foxes at a mid-level have like a better time
Well, it's just
than we definitely used to.
just like part of just something with fighting games in general is that newer games, you know, people learn quicker because, you know, it's much easier to, you know, get new tech with, you know, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, and everything. And
Sure.
Melee is effectively, like, since Libby's came out, Melee is like effectively a new game in that regard of having everything so available. So it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's a weird thing to think of Melee. Like, Melee's getting the advantage, you know, the advantage of being quick to learn, like a new game, but it's not new.
Yeah, I think also like Slippy is massive, obviously, because like playing on like 2 frames of lag is so much better for like getting better at tournaments than playing on like 7 or 8 like Anther's Ladder had or Smash Ladder. Like playing old delay-based Melee where it just feels like both people are on like dial-up AOL speeds and like all of your moves come out like a second later is so much better for like people that want to play fast characters that want to have that like instant response when they touch the controller. It's like if you want, like, this is a golden age of getting better at Melee and having fun in unranked, just like random anonymous like digital games transferring to your ability to play tournaments.
Anyway, Jaxus versus Rosbrock.
I think I'm not like 100% sure because I haven't talked to them personally about it, but I think Rosbrock was one of the newer players too. I think in chat they've said before that they didn't play Melee before this. Maybe they played Ultimate, but I'm not like 100% sure.
They played a lot of Smash 4, and they did play Ultimate when it started out, but I'm not sure if they've kept up with it.
Oh, that must have been it. Yeah, because they play like they obviously have fundamentals of like neutral, playing around like just basic stage control, kind of like advantage disadvantage, which like comes from playing games like this, but it's hard to like, you know, instantly get the technical stuff down. But we've seen so much better technical stuff from day 1 to like day 100, it feels like, or whatever day it is now.
Yeah.
Jaxus, I think we've all kind of talked about already. Picking up really quickly on like Marth deep mechanics, so, like following up off of throws, like knowing where the tipper is all the time.
You know, one thing Jaxus, you know, I play Jaxus a lot in like other non-Smash games. You know, the one thing he's really good at picking up is just technical things like combos and setups.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's the thing where he really specializes in learning.
Don't let if you ever play against Jaxus in like Guilty Gear or something, don't let him hustle you. He'll like say he's bad and then just destroy you the whole time. It's no he got me with that trick. But going into the game, I think what we need to see from Rosbrock is like just good consistent edge guards. We've seen a couple of like crazy needle snipes from them on Marth's earlier.
Yeah.
And making sure that Jaxus can't play their game and can't keep Rosbrock at a distance, and when Jaxus is off stage, making sure it transfers to a kill every time. And I think we can see a Rosbrock dub, even if the seeding is a little bit in favor of Jaxus.
Yeah, it's definitely... interesting where I do think this is a match where recoveries shouldn't happen on either side if they're playing
Sure.
well. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, right as we say that.
Yeah. I say that.
Yeah.
Attention
They
to
both
get back.
They both actually have pretty good tools to edge guard, or maybe not edge guard, but like to prevent them from grabbing ledge. Like, Marth can really easily jump, back air, and fast fall to the ledge,
Oh, that
and just grab it
F-smash
away from the shield.
Linked against the up B.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird, but I think that's why you want to go to Yoshi, is like, every F-smash kill that you can get just happens like 15 seconds sooner. But a quick, just another kind of forward air kill across the stage. I think that was forward air. I might have missed it.
Play Sheik, but I'm not sure why Frostback would want to go here as starter stage.
Yeah, I think like the easiest analysis to do is like it's just shorter and Marth can't run away. But
Yeah.
I don't think Sheik really benefits from this stage very much because it's not like they really need to kill off the sides or the top. They can just do edge guards with needles and jumping down with a forward air.
Like, I think that's the main thing you use needles for is Marth starts trying to run away, dash against you, throw even a single needle, and that ends that.
Yeah, so I'm assuming this is just another one of those like comfort picks where you don't want to go to Battlefield or you don't want to go to FOD, and Yoshi's is like the only other stage up.
Yeah, but
oh my god.
it is pretty even now.
Yeah, I think this is just like Yoshi's, where if you get the stray down throw to forward smash, I mean, I guess on either side, it'll just kill, or you could go for an up air that'll kill off top plat.
Yeah.
You don't really have to like think about the edge guard or think about like converting everything, because things are just so easy to just get those random kills.
Yeah.
I think when Jaxus gets... Oh my god. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. At 70, that's like a brutal SD.
I do think, good idea to like do, going for the edge dash in order to try to like not have to commit to one of the getting on options. It's a very smart thing to do, just, the price of failure for edge dash is more than most techniques.
Yeah, I think, especially at 70 where you're not fat rolling and you're not getting up with slow get up, you could probably just like not ledge dash because you don't really need to. Your get up options will be fast enough to like be a mix up if you are like using all of them. But I can understand why you'd want to ledge dash in this matchup, especially if you felt confident in it.
Yeah.
I love calling it fat rolling. I don't know. I play.
Well, it is.
Yeah, it kind of is. I play a lot of Smash with like a couple of like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, no lifers, and that's what they call it. So I guess that's what I call it. But I think it's a good description.
Yeah.
Oh no! I think Jaxus, like a relic of Jaxus playing Smash 4, is liking up B in this game. I don't think it's like especially good, and when it hits, it's like you can just kind of hold down tech and then hit them. But what I guess like if you have that muscle memory, there's a lot of worse things you could do than up B as like a get off me tool.
Yeah, I did think we saw some of that with Rosbrak trying to up B at Jaxus from the ledge, which is something I also do, because like Smash 4, Sheik's up B has a really good second hitbox that isn't there.
Yeah, it sucks because like it looks like a big explosion, and then you hit them for 1 damage, and it doesn't even knock them away, and then they just smash it at you.
No, I was talking about going for the reappearance because of hitbox in Smash 4, not in this game.
Yeah, it does like 1 damage and doesn't do stagger, which is like, I don't know. I think they probably could have just avoided programming that in the first place, but
I didn't realize it did 1 damage.
You have to like be like inside of them, kind of like Kirby Rest, but like it just doesn't actually send them anywhere. At least I think so. Which is just a funny thing to add. But FOD, I kind of like from Rosbrack. I think it's really easy to do that edge guarding you want, and you still have a lot of space upwards, so you don't just get up smashed. And your forwarder is just going to be so deadly.
Yeah, good prediction on that spot dodge. You know, and managing to get almost back to stage, but no DI against the up tilt.
Yeah, that's like where I would probably gamble for a ledge dash because, you know, rolling is just gonna be so reactable. But looks like Rosbrack actually has some of the down throw, like pseudo chain grab down, which is, oh no, oh dude, if any of Marth players in the chat, like apologize. Seeing people get down throw F smash and dying at 50 is like. Every time that happens, an angel loses their wings. A pretty competitive looking set that just like kind of dissolves once you don't have that lead and you can't go for those trades. Oh my god, another almost F smash.
Yeah, it just as one thing about face Marth is you can just die.
Yeah, a lot of times I think Marth gets maybe a stereotype as like a slow and methodical character who kind of like weasels you out by using big swords that you can't get in range of, but then also has that where they just have this X factor of being able to get a tipper almost any move and it leading to an edgeguard kill scenario.
Like just a couple of bad hits and Rosbrack, you know, a couple of hits that put Rosbrack in a very bad position.
Yeah, I think I just saw Rosbrack go for down throw down air, which proves to me that they're just as stylish as I think they want to be. Which it gives me hope that we'll see like something insane from Rosbrack game 2 or 3. But it's just like when you lose a stock like that, there's so much mentally that goes wrong when your whole game is just thrown out because you get hit by an F smash that you didn't expect would hit.
Yeah. Going back just to dash attacks.
Oh, that's the needle. Yeah, this is the edge guarding that I think we wanted to see from Rosbrack, and we're just seeing how effective it is. Needles are good. You can do weird down smashes when they try to get up. Your forward air is really good.
I don't think chain works very well against Marth. But
yeah, chain is like funny, and I think more Sheiks should do it because I'd enjoy the game more with more chains, but I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, I do think it's funny. It's sort of like it's something I like doing, but even I can't really justify doing it often.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's funny when you're like 4 stock 1, you know, and you can get away with it, but yeah, it's not very good.
It's like an option that's like. When they're not expecting, it's okay, but there's options that are great when they're not expecting and okay when they're expecting it.
Yeah, it's like why would you side B when you could just like forward air and do the same thing but also kill them, you know? But I mean, last stock, and we've seen some. Oh, no, I can't keep getting away with this, dude. We see Rosbrack get some pretty good conversions off of throws into aerials that last for a pretty long time. So I think there is potential for maybe not a reverse sweep, but at least a couple points going the way of Team
What?
just off of like a good combo into a forward air or down smash.
Big thing is like Rosbrack's, doing good combo and stuff is just getting hit by a couple of things, and, dying early a few times that took that out of range.
Yeah. Back to FOD, which I like as just a confidence thing. Like you could have won that last one. You were both last stock.
Like,
just do it again, you know.
Like, Christian's characters aren't changing. There's very few people in this league. I think one person in the league who has more than one character.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Just Exo, who's maybe is the person you're alluding to, besides maybe Herb. Yeah, but I think
Herb has a couple. Yeah, so 2.
Yeah, and I think they're like old buddies or something. I think they play against each other all the time, which is like funny. But I think if you're Rosbrack, you could just like in your head say, I'm not gonna DI out on down smash at that percent, and I won't get hit by the S smash ever again, and then like, that's a pretty easy way to get a lead. And we're seeing it kind of like happen in real time, where now Rosbrack is having a pretty competitive set. Although we said that last time, and then an F smash, an F smash kill. I thought I might have jinxed it again.
Yeah. Good. I think Mark's one of those characters that you can do a semi-tech chase, but it's only reaction,
Sure.
nothing true. Oh,
Yeah.
slightly missed that.
Ooh.
I do believe that was a guaranteed force forward air, but just missed.
Yeah, it just went a little bit too high. I think a short hop would have killed it there.
May have just been a misinput for the full hop.
Sure. Yeah, I think so. And that leads to like a pretty comfortable scenario for Jaxus to just like bully. Sheik has a really good shield. It covers her whole body for a long time, but you can't sit in it for a long time because just every down tilt can poke your feet. But able to recover from that really pretty bad looking situation, and now actually has a stock lead for the first. Oh my. Okay, first time in this set.
Yeah, one thing I haven't seen Rosbrack do that, you know, probably partially because you're coming from Smash 4 Ultimate. Ooh.
Oh my god,
Has a
Rosbrack!
full stock lead. Yeah.
Muji King who? Well, that was insane!
I gotta say, like, one thing that sort of hard to get out of your mind is like the idea that going to Sledge again is bad.
Jesus oh my god, Rosbrack is playing insane. If Rosbrack was playing this all the time, they're like top 8 Genesis. Okay,
And
just walk around F Smash. As Jaxus right
back
now,
to stage.
you have to get back. You have to
And-
get the stock soon and get back into the game.
I don't think
But you can't when you get hit by a needle like that. Holy moly, Rosbrack, pat on the back. That was insane. If that happens for the next 2 games, easy reverse sweep for sure.
Alright, so we get to see Jax's pick, which I'm wondering if it's FD. Just kind of like,
I think
yeah.
I don't know if I'm Jaxus. I like Dreamland here. I don't want Rosbrack to do that to me again, so I want more space. I also think
Yeah, it is FD.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh wow, FD. I think FD could be pretty good. If Rosbrack isn't going to go for needles so much, which they haven't, but I think Rosbrack could just shift and like play Lamb and do pretty well.
Well, I do think it's just part of like coming from FGC, which Jax hasn't played Smash in a while, has transitioned to more FGC. Just
Sure.
not having to deal with platforms when you're not used to it can be helpful.
Yeah, and also not giving Sheik that opportunity to just up air you 3 times if you miss a tech on a platform.
Yeah.
There's a lot of advantages here for Marth just to play like a flat keep away game.
Yep.
Oh, tries to just like raw the F smash.
Ooh. Imagine you chase down that dash dance. But
Ooh, great down air from Jaxus. That was a good call out.
very
Misses the
aggressive
F-smash,
of
but-
B to get back on stage.
Yeah, man, Jaxus's down airs have been pretty good when he's going for them. Like calling out that Sheik is gonna delay their move on the jump up and hitting them back down for an easy punish.
Good just patience on this edge guarding from Rosbrack.
Oh yeah. Oh, again misses the forward air. One that looks pretty confirmed, but just didn't drift out far enough. That's the kind of thing where it's like, that problem happens less and less the more experience you get, and the more... Like, if you've done that before, then it's easier. It's like riding a bike, maybe, where once you learn it, it's not that hard. Or you won't forget how to do it. It's just like you need that... You need that game knowledge in the first place, which is only built through, like, playing.
And even stocks here.
Yeah, Rosbrack's really powering up, and I think Jaxus is probably playing pretty nervous right now after seeing that insane 3rd game.
Yeah. Oh, just getting a little bit.
Oh, no!
Use the jump, so this is death.
Yeah, that's like one thing where you have to like get a Sheik to tell you where to DI those throws every time.
Yeah.
Like you just have to like find that out yourself, and you can't like learn that on the fly because every time you try to learn, you'll get F smashed.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I think it's hard because we saw Rosbrack be able to get some good combos off the platforms, and not having that is like really crippling their comeback advantage.
Yeah.
Especially when we're seeing those good F smashes from Jax's.
Like, one thing that might. Oh.
Oh no! Oh man, Rosbrack, if you're in the audience listening, just clip that third game and say that was all the set was, and like share that to every single person you know. Clip that combo, say that you won the game, and call it a day. That like you won in the people's hearts.
Alright, so. Alright, next match is going to be Crow, Jin, and Just Exo.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm like confused as who Just Exo would play, because I think we've seen them play Falco, we've seen them play Ices, we've seen them play Ganon. I think they played someone else, like something else weird against maybe Pikachu versus oh, Ices is who they play. Yeah, I think it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Actually, go to split cams for a moment to show the current score.
Yeah, really close games. I think like winning in a match you're supposed to lose and just getting that extra point is so massive. And that's probably how this set's gonna be decided. But I think having like 3 or 4 characters that you can reasonably play is kind of a blessing and a curse, because you have to practice 3 times as much, but being able to pivot to a character in bad stage matchups and bad character matchups is like so crazy good.
Yeah, Sheik's up B is wildly different in Melee than it is in the later Smash games. Like,
yeah,
it's more. It goes from being fairly good defensive tool in Melee to a good offensive tool in the later games. Especially since Sheik's up B is fairly easy to get complete intangibility, just bouncing to a back and forth from ledge.
yeah.
A lot of characters can get intangibility, but I think Sheik has the easiest time out of them. Alright. So looks like ready to go.
So we saw Kirajin play versus Ices the first time Airdashers played Team Up, and it was like really clear that Kirajin was not prepared to play against Ices. It's a character that you have to have like such a different game plan. It's almost like playing a minigame in Smash, where you're trying to get a hitbox that'll hit them away, and then you have to kill one of them as the other one gets back, which is just like not something that's intuitive. As a newer player, you just want to like hit them hard, and you don't really have to think about where you're sending them.
Actually, since you don't you're generally preferring to target, the one that's not being played by your opponent, because Nana's defense is so much weaker than any human.
Yeah. Back when I played Brawl, we used to play Ice Climbers versus Ice Climbers, where it's 2 people holding 1 controller, so it's 4 people playing 4 characters, which I think is like a better way to play Ices in the first place, but I don't know. I think as a Fox versus Ices, a big tool is Shine. It's a great hitbox, and you can act out of it, and at least you're not going to get wobbled, but like, you kind of need a fast hitbox to make sure that you can get out of these like pseudo-true kind of tandem combos that they're going to go for.
I think wobbling is one thing that isn't allowed in this league.
And I cheer every single time I see an Ices get a grab and realize they can't wobble me. So at least you know that like getting grabbed isn't gonna lead to a kill, but a good Icy will know how to hand off a little bit, will know how to do throw resets, which is still scary, but they can also utilize just
Like,
their really strong moves that hit you twice at the same time that will just send you off the stage.
and one thing that we have seen a lot from Just Exo is doing like Popo throw into Nana F smash, something that they're fairly good at getting to connect. It's like it's not a wobble, but it's still not something you want to get hit by.
Yeah. Oh no, dude!
Just Exo
Okay.
getting the super wave dash.
Yeah, insane tag from Just Exo. Maybe that exasperated expression shows my bias, but like a really good tech. That's why holding it down can be so good, is that it gives you the opportunity to get that tech, and in any other world you just die there.
Yeah.
Usually you see holding down getting punished by Shine, which I think we're seeing Kyurajin like kind of adapt to. Also using throws is kind of bad because you just sit there for so long that the other climber can.
Oh.
At 20% an SD, that's like.
And the Nana
and
taunts. Nana
Yeah.
taunted.
Man, like a series of unfortunate events there, but leads to even stocks. And I think we're seeing Kyurajin's like normal game plan of just hitting them with kind of stray moves and then leading to a follow up that's like man, I don't know why I'm not knowing the word.
Good combo. And Kyurajin's attention is managing to isolate by just hitting Popo.
Yeah.
Not the normal way you isolate, but it works.
Yeah, like oh my god, that kills. I finally figured it out. I was trying to say that Kyurajin is good at doing a stray hit and then reacting to what the opponent does, and that's their game plan, which is like kind of bad against Icies because you want to be able to hit and instantly follow up on hitting what would in this case be the cream climber. But I mean, Kyurajin's just able to use the fact that Fox has such strong hitboxes to like play the game how he wants to play instead of how like the optimal way to play against Icies is. Good regrab, goes for what looked like wanted to be a pummel F tilt, but accidentally does a forward throw side tilt.
Yeah.
May have been which just
going for a setup that didn't got safety, but
yeah. Oh my god, I hope that. Oh, that's sad. It goes for ledge and gets the wave dash off. So a lot of climbers, now that wobbling is banned, most tournaments have like, you can't pummel 4 times, and that's like the cutoff for what a wobble is 4 pummels. So most climbers will try to do 3 pummels with their main climber as the other climber does forward tilts, which means you can get 6 hits and then do a throw, which is like just enough to not be considered a wobble. But if you forward tilt and you hold it forward a little bit too much, you just throw them and then do a forward tilt, which is what we saw there, I think. Honestly, I think we should just ban Icies from grabbing altogether. I don't know. Make them play honest for once. But either way.
Yeah, it's just weird thing. I think it's just like I'm not wobbling. I think just because there's rhythm or they're never not in hit stun.
Yeah. So the F tilt setup that I was talking about is true. It's not mashable. It just means that since you spend so much time hitting them, you usually have to follow up with a throw. There's not like anything else you can really do off of it. It's just a good way to get extra damage when you throw. Oh, and weird that Nana gets the grab there and does a back throw. But I guess able to follow up is Just Exo here, doing crazy work, catching out these recovery attempts from Kyurajin.
And a
there's
very
the down smash.
First stock. Yeah.
Icy's down smash. Oh, go for it.
No, never mind.
Icy's down smash is like a lot of hits and the down smashes in this game where it sends at a really flat angle and goes out really fast. So it's something that you have to like consciously look out for and jump over, is that down smash. Especially when they have such good wave dashers that they can just do it while going at you.
This game is like not been the same, story as last time. Like,
Yeah.
maybe just loading the first stock may have put Crouch in a bit of tilt.
Yeah, we haven't seen Kyurjin really have the advantage. I mean, we've seen a couple stray hits, but they're easily like dealt with by Just Exo and will lead into a pretty big punish. Man, that's a 4-stock. Just Exo showing like they know Icy's pretty in and out and will punish you if you don't have a good game plan against it.
Yeah, it's like see if Crouching goes back to Pokemon Stadium or chooses a different stage. Like,
Yeah, I wonder.
Like, yeah, I see, bro. Like, they're very, if you can hit with both dice numbers, they're very strong. Yes.
Yeah.
So like, definitely seeing like I don't think it was like stage had much to do with how that game went, but you may not want to go back to stage just because you don't, just to get a bit of a change.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Dreamland here. I think I like FD. I like a lot. I think FOD is acceptable if you, for some reason, don't like FD or Dreamland. But I think you want a big stage where you can really just make the Icies run around, and have time to like separate them and make sure they're not, staying together. Able to punish them separately, divide and conquer, kind of.
Yeah. Like once Crouch, first game when Crouching got started, was able to, get a lot off of, just, combos and managing to get Popo away from Nana.
Yeah.
Which, if you, they're very strong together, not, but if you can get them apart, they still have like hammer range and do some damage, but can't do like what they did last game.
Sure.
Looks like they're going to Yoshi's.
Yoshi's. That's interesting. I think it can work. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not super sure. Cause I think we've just seen so many kills off the side, just of like a some weird down smash or like a F smash reading the side B.
Crouch and Digo Yoshi's versus what was it? Sorry.
We saw Yoshi's versus
MB.
Yeah.
May just like Yoshi's as a stage, going there as a comfort pick.
Yeah, again, like how we talked about when that match was playing out, is I think Kyurjin has the ability just to like get a smash attack and win that way. Or maybe get shines off the side and win that way. It's not like a bad pick for sure. I just I think it's a little bit harder to leverage this into a win than it would be than with like a bigger stage.
Or maybe just be platforms, not having to land against the Icies.
Max in chat saying Yoshi's has best music. I've always liked FOD music the best, but I think I'm like a definite minority there.
Yeah.
Oh, so we've seen some like, oh, this could be big.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Kyurjin playing a little bit more tactically now. And we saw, I think this is all based off of a couple of throws that were gotten by Just Exo not being able to result in full follow-ups. But a smash from Sopo will just like take that, I guess.
Yeah. Not quite in position fully. Oh.
Ooh, man, I don't. Yeah, I think against Sopo, the biggest thing is like just being disrespectful. You don't. Whoo, that's a crazy angle. You don't want the Sopo to like get space ever. You just want to like choke them out with like really good advantage play. Never be defensive. Because when you let them have space, they can just hit you with moves that are still pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man. Weird couple of smashes, and Kyurjin now down a stock. Just looking, yeah, for some smash attacks from Kyurjin to even it up.
Yep. Managing to start getting separated. Mashing side
good
B.
handoff. No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, accidental side B instead of up B. I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Got a bit tunnel visioned on that option, but managing to get them separated means you don't really have to deal with it. Oh, they managed. Actually, managed to get back together and
Ooh.
random
This could
Nana
be pretty
attack.
good for Just X. Yeah. Just Exo is doing a good job of controlling Nana, not in like a desync way, but like when Green Climber isn't there. Which is like catching Kyurjin off guard. A lot of the time you kind of treat Nana in this case as like just a punching bag that you just want to hit with as many moves as possible. Like sometimes they can just hit you with a weird nair or forward smash that catches you off guard.
Well, especially once you've got some damage on Popo, Nana will start having actual AI.
Yeah. But a quick 3-0 from Just Exo. I think it's one of those matchups where if Kyurjin like knew the game plan, I think we would have seen more close matches. First one was pretty close. I think it's just like as you lose to Ices, it's kind of like hitting your head against a wall where you just like don't know what to do. But games are really close. A 2-score lead from Team going into the last matchup today. I am not playing because my controller is broken again. It's like the third time this month.
Like there might be actually there should be one more after this. Rosbrak Kyurjin.
Oh my bad, I missed that. So this will probably actually end up being like a close set where I'll actually have to play my games. I think it's expected that Jaxus would get a victory here, although I think it's close. And then Kyurjin Rosbrak is kind of coin flip.
Yeah.
I hope for Just Exo's sake that we see Falco. Ganon is like notoriously bad against Marths, although some people make it worth. And Ices has even more trouble against Marth. Ices really likes playing against fast fallers, as I understand, because you can just like kind of combo them on your own terms, especially if they're not.
Well, man, they're sort of they're set and they picked Ices.
Ooh, okay. So I think if Jaxus knows the game plan, which I think he does, this could lead to some pretty decisive games for the Marth. Unless you're like really outstanding on Ices, it's kind of hard to maneuver around someone who can just like hit you really hard from far away. It's kind of what it boils down to.
It's like, you know, I saw a couple of times where Nana managed to strike back against Fox's Kyurjin approaching him. I highly doubt Jax's Marth is going to give that sort of opportunity. Like, there's no reason Marth isn't going to want to get that close where the melee's well, it was good at time AI, we'll say that. is going to be effective.
Sure. So Ices versus Marth. From the Ices perspective, you want to make all of your hits count. They should all be like hard and try to lead into more grabs. Because against a floaty, you can kind of get some pretty, like easier than normal regrabs. Let's see. Looks like they're still talking about stages.
I'll just refresh this to make sure that I get.
When you're the Marth here, the reason why the matchup can seem so one-sided is that all of your smash attacks, just due to the tipper versus kind of hilt dynamic, will usually send them at an angle or split them apart, where it's really easy for you as Marth to just like hit a F smash on Nana and then it's just Sopo the whole game. Which I think the way we see Jax's play is like probably what can happen. I'm expecting that to happen is what I meant to say. Which, you know, it's like frustrating as the Ices there because your normal things that you can do of like getting in and getting a grab just get stifled by like down tilt, F smash, forward air, F tilt, up tilt, any of the Marth moves. What?
This is a button check for that.
Okay. How'd they end up here? That's so weird. I don't know. Honestly, legalize whatever the heck that stage is called.
Planet Zebus.
Ooh, legalize Planet Zebus.
Actually,
7 stage.
Actually, I think it's actually called Brainstar. Then they have Brainstar Depth, and having two different areas.
Legalize Brainstar.
No, only Brainstar Depths. That's
honestly, the game would be more fun if Dreamland was out of the rotation and Brainstar was in. I don't think anybody really enjoys Dreamland games besides Puffs, and like their enjoyment of the game probably shouldn't be catered to.
Well, I think it's just enjoying winning on Dreamland. I'm not sure if they enjoy playing on it.
Yeah, I guess I don't think anybody besides like Lod specifically enjoys the 8-minute Dreamland games. But getting right into it, a couple of grabs from both of them. I need you if you're playing against Ices, do not go for the grab unless like you know what you're trying to get out of it.
Well, I do think
is very.
Jax does like he got grabbed immediately back through. I think the grab is just separation, not using it as a combo tool.
Yeah, it's really sketchy because if the Nana or if the Ice Climber sees you do it and just like mashes A, most of the time they're gonna hit you out of the grab. Which just like sucks as the Ices or as the Marth player. But it can be pretty. Ooh, counter leads to a kill. Who is this guy? Clip that. Oh my god.
As counter and then just hit Nana.
That was
so the up
like
didn't
insane.
Work.
Like Jax, M2K who, Zane who, Jax is obviously top 8 Genesis. We're seeing Jax is able to leverage this lead, but getting grabbed is like obviously what you don't want to do versus Ices. Staying out of grab range as Marth is pretty pivotal, just like utilizing the fact that you have a sword and they don't, so then they can never grab you.
Jax is going for grabs, but just using not going for Marth the grab combos, just going for I can get you away.
Yeah.
You know, which
we're seeing
if you know, it's the one thing you can do with grabs versus Ices. You know.
Man, good separation from Jax's.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, dude. Okay, so that's the weird thing about like them kind of technically having different percentages, is that moves that kill one that have like strong knockback will sometimes just kill one of them and not kill the other, and it's really awkward because like
Well, that one
you
just
didn't like,
missed the Pobo entirely.
oh, did it? I must have missed that. But yeah, F Smash either way, really good tool in most matchups. Even better in Ices because it just does everything. It like mows your lawn, tucks you into bed, kills both of them at the same time. But fighting back from Just Exo obviously like knows the matchup well enough on how to like kind of dodge away from some of these big hits and go for these grabs that are so pivotal to winning the matchup. Using side B and up B importantly to try to keep the climbers together, using that little teleportation that you can get every single time you do it, like we just see there. Making sure that these hits from Jaxus don't count as much as they should on paper.
But it is the like, once you're separated, how do you get back? Like you'll get back with side B, but then get pushed away again.
Yeah. It's kind of like Sisyphus and the Rock. Like every single time you connect them, they're just destined to be split apart. But I don't know. I think seeing signs of life from Just Exo in a matchup that should be pretty one-sided is really good for the Just Exo fans out there.
Yeah.
Although a Sopo at 2 stocks down or 1 stock down is not what you like to see it as the Sopo fan. Getting the first kill with an F smash might be easy, but another kill or down smash even. But the second kill is going to be really hard because you don't have any combos. You're kind of just relying on straight hits, and you can just get edge guarded because your up B doesn't work. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, again, if you Team Up fans in the crowd should still be pretty happy with that showing. I think this gives you the chance to still play Ices pretty competitively. I can see a world where that is a win next time or next game. So I don't know. I wouldn't consider that like an ill omen or anything.
Yeah, and it is if EXO doesn't like the matchup, they don't have to stick with it.
Sure.
Like you'd be a lot more concerned if they were a dedicated Ices player. But I'm not sure what matchup, but I'm also not sure. Maybe they're just, feel more comfortable with Ice Climbers.
Yeah. As Ices, I'll be honest, not my strongest knowledge. I don't know what stage you want. I would guess a bigger stage would probably help out the Ices, because you could kind of use your neutral B to like play at your own speed. But I could also see it being pretty bad, because it just gives you more distance that Marth can separate you. So I don't know, maybe like Battlefield or FOD I could see as an Icy stage trying to get a kill off the side with down smash like we've seen versus Kyurem.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Looks
Go
like
for
changes Stadium Ganon.
Okay, this is what I was talking about having multiple characters. You can dodge, you can dodge stage woes, but you cannot dodge matchup woes. This matchup is pretty hard for Ganon because they're just so slow. All their walking speed and running speed is like one of the slowest in the game. They have a 5-frame jump squat, which is like really bad. Or it might be no, I think it's 5. It might be 6. I'm not sure. Also, your air maneuverability is really bad, so Marth can just combo you the whole time. But if you get a move, Marth just dies up the side. So what we're looking for is Just Exo just gets a fair or a back air or a down air out of nowhere, and will kill Marth, and Jax just gets tilted and loses the set.
Using a lot of down B.
Ooh.
Yeah. It can work some, but it's also, if it doesn't, it's also a problem of, like, if you're predictable, it's easily punished.
Yeah, the problem is, like, Ganon's side B and down B are really situational, where as a whiff punish, side B can be pretty good if you don't have the distance. Like, if you don't want to dash attack but you're still far away, side B can be good. Down B can be really good for closing distance and having a little bit of, like, a pseudo armor to get through a strong move that you think is going to come out. Both of them still pretty bad and still pretty reactable. And we've seen Jaxus almost takes that entire stock based off of a bad side B from Just Exo. But again, just a strong move at 136 will kill on any stage. So now it's even stocks, although Just Exo is in the disadvantage percentage.
Or was in this disadvantage percentage.
Until he hits 2 forward airs, which like evens it out. As Jaxus here, you really crouch canceling is good. You want to make sure that when Just Exo's in the air, you punish him because he cannot shield. As Ganon, I think in this matchup you want to stay grounded a little bit more, but yeah, good little, doesn't have to edge guard, just like can't recover from there.
I do think, like, down B's can be good, but has to show a little more restraint when Jax seems to be looking for it.
This is a good little conversion from Jax. Almost leads to the kill. Down air does not hit.
Almost leads to the kill reverse.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, Ganon's down air is pretty fast in the air. Just has a lot of landing lag, which is why people think of it as a lagging move. But it's like a really kind of weird and unexpected get off me tool that can work pretty effectively. These edge guards from both sides have been pretty brutal. And Just Exo keeping it a lot closer than I think the matchup would dictate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these down airs. Jaxus, you have to stand there, either shield and grab after because it's so laggy, or you shield, or you up tilt. Like, those are the 2 options. You can't do anything else versus down air, and expect it to go well. And we see Rosberg takes the game, or Rosberg, sorry, Rosberg. Just Exo takes the game with Ganon, a smart switch.
Yeah, so... Alright, so I, expect to see... Oh, I forgot to change his character on the overlay. Or their character.
Okay, let's... Just Exo says they're gonna stay, which...
Yeah, why
makes sense.
They?
If you win the game, go for it. Jaxus goes to Battlefield, which I think is going to be better for Jaxus. Having that top platform means there's so much less empty space in the middle where you... think of platforms kind of like as a shield versus the down air, where if the down air happens, you kind of have like a physical, tangible barrier between you and the down air. And even though it can kind of poke, it's kind of like slow, and you can just like dodge horizontally and then hit them with a move. So I think this is a pretty smart pick. Also, you don't really want to give them Yoshis, so this is like kind of like the best of kind of these bad options. And I think if Jax is able to just like play his game, use the sword as it wants to be used, I think we can see Jaxus taking game 3 here.
Yeah.
It was like a really close game. Good on Just Exo for closing, but like a lot thinner of a margin than you want as Just Exo.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Is like the matchup is good for Marth on paper, and then you just get hit 3 times and you lose your stock.
Or lose 2 stocks.
Oh no. Okay, Jaxus, you have to untilt here. You have to get these kills. Yes, you make sure using the fact that sweet spotting is so hard on Ganon.
Especially
you want
this
to
stage.
use. Yeah, you want to use neutral B more than forward smashes. I understand because it can charge longer. So if Ganon does any weird timing mix-ups or falling to ledge, you can kind of get that easier. Although I'm not like super sure, and I'm sure a Marthman in the chat will just like correct me 100%. But Ganon here like, almost adapting in real time. Yeah, it's like if you get off stage, there's really no excuse. No excuse for you getting back on stage besides like the Marth has missed something, because Ganon is so edge guardable.
Yeah.
I think as Jaxus, staying grounded and using your shield more is probably good. We haven't seen Just Exo go for grabs, even though I personally think that Ganondorf is the best grabs in the game, or best throws in the game. Down throw and up throw are like ridiculously good.
But it is, may just not sure they can get past Mars' sword rage.
Yeah, and this should be another kill. Using this like large horizontal hitboxes with forward air and back air just to get kills off the side, where Marth's side-to-side recovery obviously isn't very good. You kind of use him for his verticality. Nice hit. Oh my god, nice hit. Jax is like, I don't know. I think seeing Jax. What's going on with just Exo here?
May just taking kind of on the platform to like.
Good guy Jaxus there. But as Jaxus, you want Ganondorf to be above you, and you want him to not be able to down air. Just like juggle him with up tilts, up airs, weak forward airs, back airs. Just make sure that Ganondorf isn't hitting you, and you're winning the matchup. And wow, really smart stock from Jaxus. That was almost a 0 to death, I think. I think there was like a 7% hit in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, but this could be. Ooh, okay. Jaxus getting the advantage. Now back to neutral. This is really close. Jax is at kill percent, obviously. But just Exo is at combo percent. No, a weak up there. Crazy, sends him the wrong way and ends up being a kill. And now 2-1 for just Exo, leaving Kurigen in a pretty bad spot for his games, as it is now past the point of tying. Or it is at the point of tying, I mean.
Time. Kurigen? Yeah, so... Yeah, they're up. Yeah, let's bring up the point. Yeah, there's points while they're choosing stage.
Yeah. This is like... I don't know. As Jaxus, this is like the most frustrating thing in the world. Is you were prepping for Ices, and you did a good job against Ices, and they switch, and then you just like don't have a good enough game plan to win. Yeah, you lose these stocks in really weird ways, where you just get hit by a strong hit, and it feels like really discouraging. But it is winnable, and it is pretty necessary, because getting those two more points to get this game to 10-9 is really important for setting up Kurigen and myself for like taking the set home.
Yeah. Alright, so no change on stage or characters here.
Oh, staying on Battlefield?
Staying on Battlefield, staying again. Okay. I'm assuming Jaxus is staying Marth. You know,
yeah, I haven't
stated that yet, but
touch any other characters. But I think if you had a Fox right now, it wouldn't be a bad time to bring him out. I think I don't know. We saw Jaxus.
One character you're never going to see Jaxus play. It's Fox. He does have a bit of hand issues that are part of what they're using this league for is learning to use the Smash Box rather than GameCube controller.
I wonder if the hand pain is getting to Jaxus, because we saw at the end of their first best of 5 set with Tertium Link, hand pain was getting to Jaxus near the end. So I wonder how that'll affect. Oh wait, no, they didn't play versus Tertium Link. I meant whatever our last set was. Previous to the best of 5s, hand pain was like a pretty big issue for Jaxus's last game, and this like coming down to the wire. Although down tilt F smash, that's what you want to see.
Yep.
Regardless of hand pain, down tilt is like crazy good all the time. If you're a Marth player, just tape your white stick down and only hit A, and like you're doing okay.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't have. Like, he's playing on the thing because he can't use it. But I say, with those bit of hand pain issues, he's not going to be playing the character that requires the most buttons in the series.
Yeah, for sure. Oh no, the up B just barely hugs. Like, that's so weird that it stretches that far, but it usually will catch people off guard. Jaxus, like...
cover, but... Oh,
yeah, goes high. Jaxus, in that kind of scenario, you want to get a hit, any kind of hit, to get Ganondorf from like being able to set up those edge guards. Ganondorf is a character that requires like being there first because your movement is so slow. So as Jaxus, like just hitting them with a forward smash when or a forward air while you're descending is like pretty big. Oh, and a weird misinput. Instead of a up air, goes for a neutral air dodge and a game freeze. Okay, we're still alive, I guess. I wonder if that was us or them.
Might be on my end.
Oh no!
I've had occasional freezes throughout the night of like a few frames, whatever. I had one freeze where you turned to a robot for half a second. So, but I think that's just spectating, not affecting their gameplay.
Okay, it looks like Jaxus, like, without the lead, it's really hard to play against Ganondorf because they can kind of play their game, use their strong moves to, like, deny you access to center stage. Ooh, really good low recovery. That's the kind of point where, as Jaxus, instead of going for a neutral beat, you just want to short hop back air and catch the stage. It's really easy to do those neutral beats a lot because they work. But the instant that the Ganon decides to go super low is a point where you're just like charging a useless move on stage and you kind of lose. Oh, but Jaxus, all the time, is like really good at these juggles. I don't know if it's just like knowing how to combo from fighting games or just like playing Marth. But whenever he has someone else above him, he does really well and usually ends up with the stock.
Yeah, it's like
crazy F smash there. And another one. Ooh. Jaxus is tying up this lead. It looks like we could be getting a game 5 Silver Scrape scenario.
Yeah. Or,
if Jaxus is playing like this.
Looks like, a couple games in a row, Jaxus looks like he didn't have the answer to Ganon, but they have found it.
And look at Just Exo. I think in the last game, Just Exo would have gone for a down air there, but giving respect to the Marth here and leads to a death. As Ganon, you need to be way more aggressive than that. You can't let Marth play that game and get those recoveries for free. And game 5, someone play Silver Scrapes. We get there. Any Jaxus fans in the chat, start cheering. Any Just Exo fans in the chat, also start cheering. They need your energy right now.
Both of them thought it was over. So I had to. They're saying GG.
Wait, why are they saying GG?
They thought, they thought the game was over.
Yeah, they did like they said GG. That's so weird. And goes back to FD. Oh, this is bad. This is like the most amount of games Jaxus could probably reasonably play without their hands falling off.
Well, this is the final game.
Yeah, best of luck for all the Jaxus fans in the chat. Let's see if there's a counter pick in characters, because FD is gonna be the stage. I'd expect on FD, Ganon would probably be your pick. I think it's really hard to justify Ices as they're so easy to split. But also, I don't know. I think after a loss like that, it could be easy to switch. Okay, they say they're staying.
They're staying.
Ganon, Marth, FD. This is a real final destination.
Alright. So, yeah. Jax is gonna take a break. Yeah, I need to do some. Well, they're like on this. I'll just leave match post in case it starts. So I'll be back in a little bit. Go ahead and stay on commentary. Alright, one moment, please.
Yeah. Let's see. I wonder if. Let's go Exo. Woo! I love wobbling. So true. Honestly, a game where it's just whoever grabs first. I mean, I guess that is just like any fighting game. Sorry, fighting game fans. I don't know. I think Ices would be funny to see. It's just like hard because without wobbling, you don't have that threat of like a guaranteed confirm every grab. First player to wobble with Ganon. Honestly, if there's anyone that could find it out, probably just Exo. And looks like we're getting ready checks from both the players. I don't know. I think honestly, I don't know if I like FD as a pick for Ganon versus Marth. I like the big thing about Ganon is that his horizontal movement is so bad unless you can wave dash off platforms. And on FD, obviously you can't wave dash off platforms. The only time you'll get that burst of speed is when you're at the edge doing a hack stash. Which I don't know, it like kind of cripples Ganon's ability to like be threatening, where you can't like just get hit mid stage from like a weird wave dash up air or a wave dash off into like a tomahawk grab or something. But at the same time, I don't think that Exo has been going for that anyway, and having no platforms where you have this big space to just like come down with a down air and hit Jaxus like you have been. Oh no, okay. Edgeguard just barely dropped by Jaxus. And just right into the game, I think we're seeing what I was talking about. Just Exo not getting the ability to play the game because you have to either use your double jump in neutral or like just like hope that they miss a move and get a whiff punish. There's like not a lot of proactivity that you get as Oh! Oh my god, dude! Jaxus, you cannot play with my heart like that.
Why shield?
Yeah, that will break shield like every other time. I don't know why it didn't. Oh, good hold down, doesn't get killed, but misses the sweet spot, and now just Exo with a stock lead. I think we're seeing the fatigue from Jaxus not able to play disadvantage as quickly as I think you probably would otherwise.
Yeah. Can't whip it. Any good? I don't know.
Oof. Okay, this is gonna go last stock, I'm sure, and it's gonna be a heartbreaker either way. I think both of them have played so like valiantly this set. I kind of want them both to win, but obviously can't. Ganon Wave Dash is okay. It's far, but the problem is it's like you don't really have a fast move out of it. So it's like it's faster than him walking.
Yeah.
The big thing that Ganon is threatening with again is Wave Dash, Wave Lands, because it gives you so much more speed. Ganon Wave Dash in neutral just isn't super threatening.
Didn't quite manage to get that edge guard. But
Jaxus sits in shield a little bit too long and might get killed here for it. Hits the sweet spot really good, and down smash buffer. Probably not going to work versus a Marth. Okay, I don't. Going for it twice is a little ballsy. I'd like it, but you know, a little far out there for game 5, dude.
oh, gets you know, there's few characters where trading or your hit is jab is good, but Ganon makes it work.
Yeah. Ganon, you know, any hit that you get from Ganon is probably going to be like twice the knockback, twice the damage than whatever you're trading with, so you don't want to trade. But hitting them with a Ken combo is something that you do want to do. And now, with basically a whole stock lead versus Ganon, although it can evaporate quickly, Jaxus has an advantage.
That was, you know, going for an edge hog there is just, you know,
oh my god,
very
2
risky.
Ken combos in a row! Someone get this guy in a hospital to fix his hand so he can play like this all the time. Oh my goodness.
Yep. All right. So we have the last match of the night. It's going to be Frostbrack versus Kyrojin. Okay.
Yeah, this so this is like a crazy game to have 10-9 scoreline to. Again, I think it's not. I think it is a little bit coin flippy. Because I think they're both at around the same level. That like this game is like such a crazy one to leave like the pivotal last couple of points to.
Yeah. Searching. Alright. So we have a fox and a sheep. Yeah. So, Jaxus, how are you feeling?
Yeah. After a game like that, I don't know. Like, happy to get the win, but Jaxus in our, like, little team Discord channel that we had says that he had to actually physically get up to do hand stretches, and that's why he had to take the break. I have had feeling in my hands for less than 5 total minutes that entire match, and 3 of them were in that game. This, like, I don't know. That sucks, because, like, I love watching you play, and I've had so much fun playing on your team, but, like, seeing that you have so much pain is, like, it's hard to deal with. I don't know. It's not Melee List. Were you at the hammer factory and you had a couple hammers dropped in your hand? Like, what what happened?
Hold on.
We're playing.
Oh, my Slippy just kind of died.
Oh no, that's probably not optimal. Oh, you got. Oh, at your job? That's at your second job. That's even worse than your regular job. Well, at least we have a pretty big break until we play our next game, considering that I can't play for a little bit, so I don't know, maybe like just like put your hands in a permanent ice bath. Stretch for days at a time. I don't know what helps. I feel like
Yeah.
I had a bunch of hand pain on my GameCube controller, and then when I switched to box, I just didn't have any anymore. So I don't know. That's weird to me.
Alright.
Last match though. Let's see. Sheik versus Fox. Oh, not really. I just said that I was sad that your hands hurt so much, but it's good that you have a break until our next game, because I won't play for a little bit. Anyways, last match of the day, not of the set, but of the day. Kyurjin versus Rosbrak. Maybe finished hand warmers before our Slippy was working. Either way, ooh, okay. Here we're hand warmers. Sheik versus Fox is funny because they both just kill each other really quickly. Regardless of combo, they can just get stray hits that will lead to a death. Considering that Sheik's recovery is like kind of not that great. Fox's, or not that great distance-wise. Fox's recovery is pretty predictable and very needleable. This is a game where I think a stock lead will be pretty negligible because they can just be taken so quickly.
Anyway, into it. Sheik.
Oh, that was the first time I've seen Kyurjin do what looked like an intentional crouch cancel, which is insanely good to do against Sheik. About like half of Sheik's moves are all punishable on CC. Oh no, tries to get hold down and get a tech there, just does drill instead of getting the tech. Quick lead for Sheik, but I think again this is a matchup where a stock lead is really easy to have evaporate really quickly. Like any kind of stray move into a follow-up will probably lead to a kill. And we're kind of seeing both of them play pretty cautiously because of that. They obviously don't want to get hit, kind of playing outside of each other's threat bubbles, trying their hardest not to get hit. But yeah. A little quick conversion down air into turnaround forward air. That was like, if Rosbrak, if this like Kickstart League was just like a melee combo video tournament, I think Rosbrak is at the top.
Yeah,
Rosbrak is getting some insane conversions.
One thing I'm seeing is that Cryogen isn't teching down throw consistently and taking a lot of damage for that.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to... Oh, Randall's saving the day.
Oh, no! Oh my god! I guess I'm a little... that's... we've seen Randall kind of be like Kyurjin's best friend. I think Kyurjin, more than any other player, has been saved by Randall. Oh, and probably could have recovered there, but just a little bit late on the upbeat.
But just managed... Well, got a stock out for it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, definitely close the lead with that like double kill.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just hard. Rosbrack or Kyurjin isn't able to get much combos here. A lot of stray hits that aren't leading into that second stray hit that would lead to a kill. Oh, and
Oh.
the second drill of the set. Oh, that's just tough to watch.
Yeah.
It's hard to see. I don't know. Someone who's like
Yeah.
playing well otherwise that like the SDs twice. It's like probably the saddest thing to see in Melee.
Especially like it is something like they have shake off, but as it takes a while to learn to shake off something like that, and never, you know,
Sure.
and it's never as quite easy to do. But
Well,
yeah, going to Pokemon Stadium this time. Guess we have not feeling like they had enough room to maneuver.
sure. Let's see. Rosbrack saying I'm staying chic the whole set. Honestly, yeah, that's a good little message to put out there. But second game. Let's see. A quick little double hit conversion from Rosbrack. We've seen Rosbrack be able to follow off low percent throws really well, which is pretty key for Sheik. Oh, and the needle snipe.
Just
Yeah.
Kyurjin's been caught by that a little bit, like double tapping side B instead of just hitting it once.
Yeah,
and then doing a second side B immediately after getting hit out the first one.
It can be really kind of like a new player trap to do that, because sometimes when you get hit by a low knockback move off stage and you aren't like trying to side B immediately after, you just like die because of it if you're not able to react fast enough. So I understand why you would. It's just like there's obviously times where side being twice is just gonna lose.
Yeah. Maybe might be just like nerves, where like or you're hitting multiple times to make sure that you do it.
Let's see here if Kyurjin. Oh, another SD. Oh man. Let's see if Kyurjin's able to like pick up a stock here. I think at this point we're probably looking for game 3 from Kyurjin. And I think you just need to take this game to mentally prepare yourself to go off in the third game.
Or you just go off here. That works too.
Oh, I guess that works too. Oh, it takes the wrong way and gets hit by a couple of chic little follow-ups there. Oh, and a weird side B in neutral, although at least to a grab because it wasn't fast enough with the follow-up. Doesn't get the double jump up air. I don't know. Chic's at kill percent, so this I could see this game going Kyurjin's way if there's a couple of miracle hits. It's just pretty hard to play from a disadvantage, I think, in this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, goes for the double needle snipe. Rosbrack is playing really well these couple of sets. And down smash will probably do it, yeah.
Yeah, especially with when you holding up the Neil's height, which there's a lot of most characters you don't have to worry about when you're that far out.
Sure.
So you may not be used to guarding at that point. Very good turnaround wave dash to get that edgehog.
Yeah, that was really technical. I think like Kyurjin, if they learn better combo fundamentals, would like be a pretty big force to be reckoned with. It's just they have like good neutral ideas. It's just they aren't able to get follow-ups that lead to like kill threats. Which is like really key for Fox, where you kind of want like touch of deaths. You want these like big combos that lead to kills. So it just takes Kyurjin like that many more neutral wins to win a game. But here we're seeing a lot of neutral wins, and maybe some like Kyurjin taking a couple stocks.
Yeah. What?
Good little tech chase from Rosbrack leads into maybe another kill. Oh,
not quite. Kyurjin getting backstage. Yeah.
Ooh, a forward smash, just raw. So any move here will probably kill. Looking for Kyojin basically to 0 to death twice if they want to win this game. And I'm still hoping for it. I don't know. Oh, side B, some disrespect from Rosbrak.
And gets a small punish, but got greedy with pummels.
Yeah. Oh, and Needle might kill. Yeah, it doesn't get the sweet spot. So third game. I don't know. As Kyojin, I think you just like kind of need a win here. So whatever stage you think gives you the most comfort is probably what you should go for.
Yeah, I don't know what stage. I'm not sure if it's really stage in particular. I was just like think comfort. I think comfort might be the better thing rather than going for strategy. Going battlefield apparently, since they all. The sort of thing of I'm not sure. This doesn't seem like a matchup where stage is. I mean, stage is important in every matchup, but it doesn't seem like one where it's having a big effect. Or is it? I can't tell. Anyway,
Battlefield.
Yep. And you hits. Oh. Good little maneuver there.
Yeah, I don't know, a lot closer of a start than the last couple of games we've seen. And this little combo, if there's a little bit more mistext, probably leads to a kill, although I guess it doesn't. Really good holding down there to not die.
Yeah.
Able to just clip the ledge, which stalls him enough, although gets hit by another forward air. Sad to see on the other side. Let's see if Kyojin can kind of tune into what he was doing those last couple of stocks and maybe potentially bring us to a game 4.
Yeah. Good down. Still, see what? I think back roll was trying to look for another roll in, which Rosbrecht's done several of.
Ooh, doesn't get the drop through. That was supposed to be a drop through nair, I think. But ended up getting the kill anyway. And this is a really close game, a promising game for any Kyojin fans in the chat. I don't know. I think the
a few hits, but Rosbrecht's not.
Ooh.
Rosbrecht's getting a few hits, but isn't getting the big combo stars that they've had.
Yeah, and isn't able to get those edge guards that we saw too. Not really sending Kyojin far enough off stage to like lead to an edge guard. And Kyojin clips with the forward smash. This could. Okay, gets back to stage, and a little quick reversal. Misses the needle, but also misses. Yeah, that's sad to see. I don't know, signs of life from Kyojin. I think there is a possibility of a game 4 here. If Kyojin keeps playing the way we're seeing and is able to use these advantages that they're able to bring from like actually comboing them in the neutral or in the advantage state, and an up smash probably kills if Kyojin grabs ledge. Kyojin ledge dash is cleaner than like anyone else in this league. That's obviously has a lot of practice.
Yeah, it's that's one Sheik is extremely vulnerable to ledge dash. Like even if Sheik gets back on stage, you still get punched.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man, this is so close. I feel like either if Sheik gets a little edge guard here, or Kyojin is able to put Sheik in disadvantage like he was able to earlier, we could see. This is like way closer than I think most people thought this game would be.
Kyojin. Definitely tell by like the way dash dance is going that Kyojin's starting to feel a lot more comfortable this game.
Yeah, the confidence is returning, and these combos are returning too. Up throw up air just gets ASDI'd into a drop through forward air.
Yeah.
Let's see, I don't know. Kyojin just like desperately needs a kill to even out the stocks and maybe start trading a little bit more favorably. But these tech chases are gonna be pretty brutal, especially if you're not teching those.
Yeah, it's like the one thing that like if someone's going, especially the newest Sheik's going for reaction tech chase, you actually like tech in place shines really difficult.
Oh my, holy, oh my god, I was
think
about to
it
say
was-
something not family friendly.
Rosbrack going back to the ledge may have been better to not recover at all.
Yeah.
This is
That's
probably
one of those
game.
things. Yeah. Wow. Really, man. It's a lot. That was a lot closer of 3 games than I think the score dictates.
Alright, so
Ends up being 13-9 at the end of it.
So that's-
Which
that's a pretty big deficit to come back from, but not impossible.
yeah, I don't know. That's for me. I guess stepping back from like commentator shoes, that is scary to see a 4-game deficit.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I think
So I think 3-0 in anything might seal it. Yeah. So yeah, so fortunately, like yeah, Thomas Anthrope's controller isn't functioning right now, so this is where we're going to be leaving it for right now. Now,
pronoun check. I go by she, her. I don't know. I'm usually fine with any pronouns. It's not a big deal. Is it on screen? I don't know either. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot that I'm a player, so I have my pronouns. yeah. I guess the screen doesn't lie.
Alright,
That's so funny.
That's all we're going to have for tonight. So,